was weird. That's weird though. On my computer, it shows that it's going. Here, I'll set it on your phone as well. Let's you. I think I'm not missing anything. You're just gonna hear it like double. Yeah. I'm just sitting out. Yeah, that's what I use on PvP. Shield. Shards. I think that's good. Okay, that should be good. I don't think so. You should be able to just watch it. Okay. The first arena is just like, or the first stage is just kind of like whatever, just kill stuff. Oh, it's new settings on combat. Yeah, especially the double bar. What? Which one? Oh, yeah. Yeah, the all the most of the vet content has scoring because you have leaderboards, and like the end of the week, if you did well enough, you'll get prizes. A little bit off. Should mistake this. Oh, it's notifications. It's kind of like for privacy, I guess. It does it on its own for the PSN. You show me that Wax left the group and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for her to get back. Then keep going on this one. Yep. For this one, it's just dance a lot to avoid those spinning things. Yeah. Yeah. What he was doing. For the bosses here, like usually like there's no kind of like a one mechanic that you need to follow. It's just usually just burn as fast as you can. The thing with this one, I think, is just managing resources as much as you can. Since they shield, you might lose like resources if you don't manage them. But like it can be a long fight if you don't manage resources well. Oh, that's fine. For this one, I don't know if you were able to see, but I tried to burn the first one as fast as I can, and then I just go between. Cause see, right now it's happening. You see it in a moment. You don't get enough time to damage them if they go into the shield phase. But yeah, I tried to the one that spawns over here. I tried to kill that as soon as possible, and then I moved to the other one. Then I just tried to make them go to the same spot. Cause when they get into that, it's not a mechanic, but they get into this weird phase that they jump like to one to another. Like they just keep jumping. Like you come to hit the one that spawns over here, then he'll get shielded right away, and then you gotta move to these one over here, and then so on. So I tried to get them like close together. So if they do that, my AOE's are on the same place. It didn't happen on these fight, but sometimes you can get them to go to you. You can also, for example, damage the one that spawns over here. You'll see it. I'm throwing a shard where I'm talking about. The one that spawns over there, you can see him. And then the other one will spawn on the other side where I'm throwing the shard now. But yeah, you can get them together. So if they get into that weird phase, that the AoEs will be already set on place, and you can just like keep hitting them with your spammable. Um, but just careful with the AoEs, cause. But at some point you won't have all of them up at the same time. Like you'll have two. Like if you have three up, two will be shielded and one will be. You can be able. Like you'll be able to damage him. And then if you have two, one will be down and the other one will be up. And for these one, I like to be on these island that you'll see. This one doesn't have a much mechanics to it, I guess. For this one, you just gotta keep an eye on the stranglers, because they send a nasty dot on you that also makes you slower. And with most of the arenas, it's just not standing still, like just keep moving. Because you'll see what I do there at the with the Wamasu. I just keep like spinning around him while jab jab. That's also another thing that you'll see at the last stage. The Lamis are also really annoying because they have a weird interrupt that will stagger you. You'll see it here in a few. You're in the stream. I get kind of like pushed into the water. But yeah, the lamias are kind of, because it's you don't can't really see really well the that heavy that they do or whatever it is. And right now you can see it on my stream that I'm kind of like slow. Well, you'll see it in a bit actually. You're, and it can be annoying. That can become annoying. That's another thing that I do when I use my shield on my front, at least for this. When I'm about to go, for example, apply a buff, I hit my shield first, and they switch to my back bar. Now it's the boss battle. For her, I do the same for that Conal talk that she has, and then I just keep spinning. And I don't. If you have the burn, just I don't worry about the ads. I just focus on the boss. And if they get like that, like close to you like that, for example, for the Maplar, like there's, I just finish her instead of the beam. I just use my jabby jabs so I can get rid of the rest of the ads and just finish her. Now is the ice one, I think. This is probably one of the most annoying ones for most people. Oh no, it's the spider one, and then is the ice one. The spider one is kind of like really easy. It's just don't let those little rolling things get to the so they get shielded because they throw this thunder attack that is really annoying. And the boss fight is really simple. Just when he's moving, you move with him, and when he stops, you just go range. With the Templar, it's really easy because when I'm with him, I can just like keep jabbing, and when he moves, I just beam him. He's usually at execute already when he gets there. For example, with this guy, I wasted a little. Like I could have used my back bar, but I just decided to keep jabbing. They're not that strong or bulky at least. It's, well, I don't know. It might be because two hits are connected. I don't know. Oh, okay. Nah, it's just probably just maybe the stream. I don't know. See, for example, here you'll see it in the stream. I missed a sentry, two sentries actually, and they got that annoying shield. See, for example, on these fight, I missed a lot of those sentries, and if you let them stack, they just keep stacking, and they'll keep throwing those lightning AoEs, and they can be really annoying, especially on the boss fight. For example, here I'll just throw my. You can see the green AoE. That means you can. And I always use my Destro a little bit ahead of him, so you can take as much as you can from the Destro. I don't use many AoEs here because like he's moving. But if you send them that direction, then he's able to go to that other phase, and I just finish him from over here. You see it in a few. Now is the frozen one. It might be also because I'm streaming, so I don't know. And here, like, you just gotta don't let that troll smash the. Well, it's because you gotta play with the timings, I guess. For example, I don't think I'm not sure, but I don't think the trolls have like a certain pattern on which um, path or the stage they're gonna go to. Um, but yeah, like usually I just drop my shard and leave. For example, they're coming to these ones, so that's good. But if they go to another one, I just use my beam to. Oh shoot. Like for example, here you're gonna see it. The troll is over there, but my shard was damaging him, so I just finished him with my beam. You don't have to worry about going over there to interrupt them, so you don't move as much. For example, there you'll see that I interrupted the troll, so I could, like, since he was interrupted and he was like almost uh, half dead, I just threw AoEs to hit the other guys, and I knew the AoEs will still hit the troll, so he'll die to the AoEs. And it doesn't matter if they destroy the stages though, or the ice platforms, because you get them back anyways. Each round, they they come back up. And here you can those little things that these two guys, those swipes or whatever it is, they send some weird thing flying. Those can be annoying, so just watch out for those. And then for the last boss, oh, I also tried to get like rid of um the small ads first, since they're like they die faster, so I don't waste time on them later. So I tried to finish the easiest ones first. For the last boss, I just throw my OEs here and start hitting her before she gets to the platform. You just gotta keep an eye on her. That swing that I took, and her when she goes to the middle, I try to keep her on the. I try to keep her on the side, so I can see when she's going to the middle. Like on the edge of the platforms. So for example, here I'm gonna have to move because he's throwing. There's too many ads there. But she's about to go to the middle. And for the last one, I just dropped my this on the where the most ads are gonna come. Which one? It's probably Sans, the fire one that you see that it's linked to the enemies. It was probably Sans. I'm pretty sure you can tell which one is the Jesus beam. Yeah, it's probably Sans. Just a line, like a line of fire between me and my enemies. And this one is also kinda easy for like mechanic wise. Just depends on the burn as well. Like for example, that thingy that it's you'll see here in a few. I tried to hit her a little bit so she dies close to the totems. But what I do is that I don't use the totems as much. Like I just leave them ready as I can. Because if you use all five of them, like if you unweb all five of them, here you'll see it here in a few. Like I'll get I just hit a light attack on the thing, so he goes to me, and then I just killed like close to the. And for the little spiders, like they're not that annoying if you like just keep your distance between them. You don't want to hit them that much though, because if you hit them too much, they'll become enraged and they'll stay there. Like they won't go away. Like they'll stay there for longer. Like right now, I'm pretty sure you can like you'll see it here on the behind the totem. I have four that are not that are clear. So I'll try to keep them like that and just keep an eye on which one is the one that it's webbed. And now I can just kill this thing whenever or whatever. I kill them next to the thing because when they explode, you don't have to actually pick up this thing and do like here you'll see it in a moment that I throw it. Like that can get you killed on bed if you're not careful. And for example, there I lost. There's another kind of like enemy, and it's called the web web spinner. You gotta keep an eye on those because they put webs on the totems again, and you want as much totems as you can not covered. Oh, and well, I'm pretty sure you knew this from normal, but the you're safe from these little spiders if you go to the totem that is glowing. It's also kind of good or important to try to get like to kill the whatever it is with you at the same time as the little spiders, so you don't have to worry about the spiders. I mean, you just have to worry about the spiders, not the other. That lightning is from the boss. She's you'll see it. She's over there. She's sending the lightning. Yeah. I think it's just one more round and then. And I tried like between rounds. I just tried to see that all the everything is good with the totems, because the totems are really important for the last boss. You can also take your time, like you don't have to like rush stuff. If you're like weak or something, just try to put distance between your enemies or get resources back. Because not everything has like a range attack. Most things do, but you can kind of like time it if you. Yeah, different things have different. See, for example, right now I missed another one of the spinners over there. And I'm just gonna take these, like I killed the other one, I'm just gonna take this thing to die over here so I don't have to throw the other stuff. And with these big trees, it's just like I try to get one down and so I can just focus on one because they have like a really weird interrupt thingy. They kind of like make it like they stagger you and it's annoying. And see, right now is the boss. I'm just making my time to get the other thing into spawn. Here it is. They just call for it. These little spider date rat thingy, it's annoying because they put a like a dot on you. It's not a dot, but it can be really annoying because it makes you like really slow and you can't cleanse it. And see what I did there? I just like used the totem so I can like I made her like stun. Then I just burn. And by this time, but these are like the rest of the enemies are up. She's already on execute, so I can just worry about her. I don't worry about the rest. Because like there's no point in killing the ads if she's already on execute. You can just finish her off. And these one can be really annoying as well. These one and the ice ones are probably the ones where can get your flawless run to be over. Put for these guy. What was that? For this one, you gotta get. I think the most dangerous ones are the bows, the bow guys. They have that poisonous cone attack. Can put a dot on you that is really annoying. And they also have that the taking aim one that it will put a that's a one shot. So just gotta be careful with those. Yeah. Oh, for example, there I thought it was the that I got hit by the other thingy, but it was this. You'll see it that I go stand in the pool. Because if you see my bars, there's like a green thingy. That was that guy that was kind of like praying. He'll put like a dot on you in the whole arena. So the only way to stop it is to kill that guy. And I try to get like things as close as I can to each other, so I can focus on the main one, but the rest can die on on AoE. Oh, another thing that they do is that they change the spawn location on the mushrooms, on the poisonous ones, on the floor, like this one. What was that? Oh, it's because I didn't cleanse. Like I didn't have anything. I thought I was poisoned, but so yeah. I tried to stay in the middle though. It's and you gotta keep an eye on those mushrooms in case you step on it. And with these guy, with the Wamasu, I tried to keep my distance because he has a really nasty. Here he'll do it here in a few. You'll see it. Oh, he didn't do it, but he has like he I think he throws like 3 or 4 AoEs. They hit bad. So I tried to avoid that. Like I tried to keep my distance when he's below 50. For example, there you'll see it here in a few that I got to kill one of those bow guys. And I actually tried to like I saw my sands was on him. So I just went for the other guys and let my sands finish that guy. For example, there, like you'll see it here in a few. I let my shards on one guy, and then I used my wall and my orb on the other one, and then I went to focus the other one. But you gotta keep an eye on all of them because they won't die just for that. But they will do that taking aim. And since I'm using jabs, I don't have like crushing shock to interrupt them from afar. So you gotta actually go to them and bash them. And sometimes if you don't make it in time, you can't roll dodge it if you time it correctly. Those guys aren't that like the ones that kind of like pray. They're not that bad, I guess. The thing with them is that if you don't if you don't control them fast, like if you don't kill them fast, they'll actually start changing the spawn locations on the mushrooms, and that can be bad. And here for this guy, you want to kill one guy and then go to the other one. For example, right there, he's standing next to one of the mushrooms, so I just stay on this side. Then if you need, just get resources. Because you can keep hitting that other guy as long as you don't interrupt him. Because if you interrupt him when he's screaming, and for this phase I just go all out on the DPS. For example, you'll see it here in a few. You'll see that the other guy spawned, and I got hit by the poison. This is where the shield comes in handy. And this one is, I think, for me, like personally, I don't think this one should be on this position. I think even the ice one or the poison one should be up here in the second to last spot, because it's kind of like easy. But things can go wrong on this one. So here you want to focus the, I don't know if it's that guy, the king goal. But there are ones that you need to interrupt. They send a lot of on for this guy, you gotta destroy this thing to be able to damage him. You stuns him for a little bit and you can damage him. You'll see it here in the stream, he kind of like slams me. That can be annoying because it stuns you and also hurts. So it can be... Usually you want to try to keep your distance. You'll see it there, it's the king goals or whatever they call. And those are the ones that you would want to keep an eye on them. Like, don't go too far away from them because they'll do that channeling attack that you need to interrupt, because if not, they'll be annoying. But I think the thing here is that it has a lot of interrupts, like for the or crowd control stuff that will happen to you. So you just gotta keep an eye on that, like on where you are. Just Vash, but I like animation cancel the Vash. For example, here one of those guys is up, so I'm just gonna leave my AoEs on him and then like on the obelisk, and then just come and work on this guy. See, my AoEs destroyed that. You'll see it here. My AoEs took care of the obelisk, and then I can just like I finished the other guy. Then this guy got interrupted on his own. But that will like come with I guess experience, like to see, and not be like to play this like on the game, but on your actual class, so you can know how much damage you can deal, I guess. No, I mean like, or even though like even you don't think that your AoEs can destroy something or finish something for you, you can still leave them, and eventually they'll do it. The thing that you want to do here is like pre-damage stuff or focus on other stuff. You know, like for example here, I'm gonna leave. You'll see here after I get pulled, I'm gonna drop. Like I went to drop my AoEs and then that guy got stunned, so I can just go focus on something else. Why? And even like I said, even if it doesn't like destroy them for you, you can just like pre-damage them so you don't have to waste like or use a lot of resources. Another thing that you want to do here is that whenever you are like for example using a beam, when you use the beam, even though it hurts a lot, like it's really good. You also don't want to like be like stop moving when you're using it, and you also don't want to um like be kind of like defenseless when you're using it. So I always, especially on the arenas, like I said, you kind of want to like shield, and then you can for example there I dropped my destro and I didn't realize that this guy was up. But usually you can burn this guy on one face. And before I was doing that, I was just like heavy attacking these things to get resources back before the first fight, like I guess like or like to start fighting that guy. But yeah, it's just kind of like it's basically the same. Like drop your AOE's on stuff that you want to like you don't want to focus right now. You know, like and then you go focus with your spammable or something else. Um, so even if it doesn't kill stuff, you won't have to use as many resources on it when you actually want to get them down. And this one, the last one is not as bad. Just gotta keep an eye on just a few things. For example, you want to get those yellow gauze. I don't know why I didn't get that one. You'll see it here. Um, I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. Because if they go to the one of the enemies, it'll make them like bulkier. Like they'll have extra resistances. He, this is what I told you before that you want to do the spinning thingy with the Daedra, so it doesn't. Because when that fire can hurt a lot, so you just gotta spin around them and he won't be able to hit you. Um, what else? These ads there aren't as bad. Just gotta keep an eye. For example, this guy over here, you'll see it. Um, like he was already weak. I could have just finished him with my beam, but since he was taking aim, I didn't want to risk it. When you get three of the gas, you get you can stun everything in the arena, even the last boss. But just the yellow ones. You don't want to touch the blue ones because they do damage. Oh, and that guy is also annoying. The Ogrim. Like for example, there I got the third one, and then I just stunned them all together, and then just let my AoEs finish them. Should see it happen soon. You'll see it soon, but this boss doesn't have many mechanics. It's just kind of like the previous one for the other arena. For example, there he stunned me. You'll see it soon, and I missed the chance to get The yellow ghost. So now he's a little bit bulkier. Yeah, and for example, there didn't want to like focus on the Ogre right away because of the other guy that was in front of me. Because those, like I said, those little ads, they're not like annoying or dangerous like as much as the big guys or the bigger guys. But the thing is that when you don't pay attention to them, they can become really annoying. And you can see the timer for that ability on your bar. For example, there I had to use it. And you'll see it here soon. One guy that is walking like really slow. You want to kill those guys, like make them a priority if you can. Because if you don't finish them, they'll get to the middle and they'll summon Bone Colossus, and can be also annoying to deal with. It'll be like another mini boss that you have to deal with. They're not as strong, I guess, but they can get annoying. So whenever I try, like whenever I see one guy's gonna be up, I try to get the other guys close to him. So I go to him so they'll follow me, and you can just let the AoEs do the work. It's kind of like edge management, I guess you would call it, or crowd control, I guess. So you'll see what I was saying before. Like I saw that my sans was on the other guy, so I could just like focus something else. What my sand is still damaging the other guy, if that makes sense. In these guys, you want to keep your distance. Like I was just get close to drop my AoEs, and then I kind of like go back a little bit, cause you like don't you can't like for example he can be in range of your like jabby jabs you can, cause like he's about to do it. Since the burn is good, like he won't actually do it, but when the burn is low, you'll see it, or lower. Um, you can see it in City of Ash. It's just one movement that the Titans have. But they actually like they stun you and they send you flying around. They do these kind of like fire waves, and it can be dangerous as well. You get hit by too many. And now is the boss fight. For this one, you have two things to worry about. He has a stun ability and he has one challenging ability. And then he has that holding ability. You just gotta roll dodge that one, because it'll hit you. And then the big AoE, just don't get hit by it. And then that interrupt, you'll probably see it soon. And then he goes to the middle. You gotta kill that this guy close to this portal, so it'll let you use the portal. I always shield before using the portal because of that chain that you'll see happening soon. And then you just gotta keep an eye on him for that because if you miss that one, he throws that skulls at you. If you miss those, he'll send you back and you gotta start over. Like not the fight, just like see he's you'll see it soon. Oh, wrong bar. in those meteors, those big AoEs, you also want to get rid of them, like not avoid them, I guess, because like I said, they stun you, and if they stun you, and he's doing that school thingy, like he stunned me again, and he actually got hit by a ghost that I didn't see. And here I was just waiting for him to be to move, so when he moves, you can drop your destro. And that's it. Let's see what I got. Shield and sword. So yeah, it's not. Not sure. Perfect rampaging slash. It's just getting used to the mechanics and stuff. Like when I was up there, like I said, that's the most annoying phase for the last boss fight. Cause like you gotta be focusing on three things: the meteors AoEs, because you don't want to get interrupted over there. Because if you get interrupted, it's probably you're either gonna take a big hit, or because the meteors also hurt. So you're gonna be weak. So if you get hit by a meteor, it's probably a wipe. And if it's not a wipe, you probably get hit by that school that he throws. And when he does that, you're gonna go back down here, and that's extra resources and extra time that you have um, to use, I guess, or consume. And you gotta kill that at there's gonna be another Daedra up down here, and it's gonna be another one of those clan fears or shadow clan fears or whatever they are. So it's more resources that you need to use. Um, but yeah, it's better. Also, the longer that you stay up there, the more damage you're gonna be taking, because there's like a storm happening or something like that that is like kind of like damaging you a little bit. So you gotta keep an eye on that. Um, and then, oh, like I said, when for example, let's say that this guy is the crystal, like you're focusing the crystal, but this guy is supposed to be in the middle right here. You'll see us soon in the stream, but um, you gotta kind of like keep your screen or your point of view to where you can see the crystal, but you can see the guy on the edge. Like you don't. You should keep it something like this. Here, I'll stop moving so you know where it was or when it was. Like you wanna do something like that. Like you gotta keep an eye on the edge of your screen to where the guy is, and you gotta keep an eye on the so you can see him going like this, like a heavy. You can see him channeling, and you'll see a really big, greenish glow on his staff. That's when he's about to throw the skull. And if you time it correctly, you'll learn it to time it, like when to roll dodge. And even if you see that like he releases it, you still have time to roll dodge as soon as you see it. But yeah, always keep your screen and your point of view like this, um, like like the shard on the real and the very edge of the screen, because like so you can keep an eye on him, because if you focus too much on the crystal, you won't be able to see him when he's channeling that school attack, when he throws that school at you, and that's well, like I said, annoying. Um, what else? Oh yeah, because like you don't want to be like this. Here, let's see. Like for example, the shards, you don't want to be like facing the crystals like this, and you won't see, like you're not able to see the shards or like the boss. Because then you'll just see the skull when it's about to hit you, and like that's not as good, I guess. Or because it'll like whenever you get hit by a skull, it'll push, like it'll throw you back down. You gotta go back up. But like I said, it just depends on like how much burn you have. There's also a way to get him before he goes to that phase, but you gotta time it better for the last ghost, for the last yellow ghost, and like stun him before he goes and just burn through him. Um, but yeah, it's just a matter of getting used to the mechanics. Um, but yeah, well, like I said, this is with the Templar. I mean, but I'm pretty sure you can attempt this with the Zork or whatever you feel more comfortable with. Like, most of the stuff that I was telling you is just the stuff like movement wise and where you can go and where you can be and what to focus or not. Um, because I'm not saying like just because I have jabby jabs, it can be done with other stuff. Jabs are just good because of the yeah, they heal you and they're also an AoE. So in one of the fights, in one of the stages, I don't know which one it was. I think the third one, there was like a lot of ads next to the boss. Since I wasn't able to use my beam because it will probably go to something else, and like I said, using the beam in here is also risky because you're not able to heal yourself while you're doing it. I mean, if you cancel it by blocking, you won't. Sometimes you won't have time, like enough time to do whatever you are trying to do. Um, so yeah, the thing with the thing with the beam is that it is an execute and like it'll go like it'll kill things faster, like it'll do a lot of damage, but it's also a channeling ability, and all the abilities like while they're happening, while they're like being channeled, like you won't have time to do other stuff. So for example, in that moment when I was fighting that thing, I could have finished it with the beam and not worry about the ads, but I was risking actually having to like because I could have the beam could have gone to a different ad, and that's like wasted time. I could have killed the other ad, but it was just an ad, so I just went for the Javi Jets because I knew that it was gonna heal me. It was gonna probably finish the boss, and it was gonna um. It was also gonna like take care of the rest of the ads that were around the boss. So yeah, it's really nice. Especially like I said, for me, like the countdown, the seconds and stuff is not as important, I guess. The thing that I like about this is the here I'll show you on the screen. I'm gonna use Shadow Axle. See, he has those 30 seconds. Or he's at 30, but you can see it also next to my food, like the timing. So the timing is not useful for me because I can see it on my buffs. I know how much time I have left. But since I'm always looking at on the like I'm not looking like straight up to my bars and my buffs whatever, but when I'm on my front bar, I can tell how much time I have. Like even though I'm not seeing the seconds, you can see on top of my beam. So I know that even though I'm not looking at my buffs, it's telling me that how much time or what's up on my back bar. So if I don't see that thing happening, I know that I need to reapply it. Or if it's about to go down, I just need to go back and reapply it. But I'm really used to using China Axle, so even though I don't have that, I can tell like just by feeling if I had applied it recently or not. But yeah. Um, yeah, I mean it is useful. I like it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Same for trials. On trials, if you have your buffs and devos up, like you have like the full, like the all the screen full with stuff. So yeah, it is hard to keep an eye on your stuff. So it is helpful for this, or by with them doing this. So yeah, that was Maelstrom. You can probably, I don't know if it'll be saved now that I stream it on YouTube. Maybe it'll be saved. If it's saved, I'll just send it to you, and you can just like if you need, you can just play it back, and you'll hear your voice and mine, and just watch it again, I guess. But like I said, if you just want, like, you don't have to go for the vet right away. You can just keep doing it on normal and keep trying. And for example, if you get the normal staff, because it's not a big deal for the staff to be the perfected one. I mean, you just get penetration. And on your back bar, that doesn't mean much because you're actually not that much on your back bar. Like you don't spend a lot of time on your back bar. Just kind of like go to it, drop what you need to drop, and then go back um, to the front bar. Especially with if it's an spammable rotation. So you don't have to go for the you don't have to go for the actual um, perfected version. You can just keep doing it on normal until you get the. Because before that's what it was good about doing it on vet, that you will get the actual weapons from Maelstrom. But now that they drop on normal, like you don't get anything else, to be honest. I mean, you do get something good for if you don't get the staff. For example, you do that you use PvP, that you I mean PvE is stamina PvE. The the bow is also nice. Oh, I didn't have the sword. Oh, you have the yeah, but the bow unperfected you get weapon critical. So that's for example, if the staff had critical instead of penetration, that would be better because you by the little time that you are on your back bar, you have like higher crit chance. So that would be good. But mm. Yeah, stam are really it's kind of there is well it's not hard, but it is yeah, I find it easier on Mac, especially because of the shield. If I didn't have a shield on that previous run that I did, I would probably die like 3 times. Yeah, that's also like what's called resources management, I guess. Like I don't know, I'm just used to the way that I play so much that I know when I want to roll dodge and that I'll will have the stamina for it. Um, but yeah, I roll dodge a lot of stuff. Even for example, if you see me weak, I'll roll dodge and then hit the shield. Because if you get hit by something and you almost die and then you go for the shield, that means that the next attack that it was already mid-air will hit you before you get your shield. So by roll dodging, you avoid everything that was already in mid-air and then you just shield. So I do that a lot, a lot. Like I roll dodge before I heal, or I roll dodge before I use my shield. Because I don't know if you noticed how many that the dodge word was popping up on my screen. There's a time, for example, on the Venus one, on the venomous one, or the poison one, whatever you want to call it, that 3 of those guys spawn at the same time. If you time it correctly, you roll dodge all 3 of their arrows, and that's what I was call telling you about before. When they, for example, let's say that I got hit by one of them. So if it was like of course I'm not gonna die from one arrow if it's not taking aim, but if that arrow would have taken me to 1%, that means that the next arrow that was already midair was gonna finish me. So by roll dodging, you roll dodge those that were already on midair, and it's a higher chance for you to be able to get your shield. Or so that's why I always roll dodge and then shield when I'm weak. That's also useful. But like I said, it's just the way I play and move. Like it doesn't have to be like that. Gotta get used to it. Mm, and well, I don't know if you want to see the other arena or not. It's up to you. Oh, it's up to you. I mean, I'm playing. You're just watching. It could be boring for you guys. Or I don't know if Farid is still watching. Hmm. Alright. Well, I hope that some of the tips were useful for him as well. Um, and I didn't like not because I'm trying to show off or anything, but like I will show it to you on normal. But the thing is that if I do it on normal, you won't be able to see most of the stuff that it could be useful for you on your run. Yeah, it's I don't know. Things are just like too weak on normal. Like you literally stuff just die with that lot attack. Like it's it's not even fun, I guess. But yeah, it's just a matter of taking your time. For example, if you don't have the burn or the experience in a specific activity, they're made for you to do it on stages. Like you don't have to get it done on one go. You know, like for example, with the spider, like you don't have to get her done. Like you don't have to kill her on just by using those totems like that. You can probably just burn her as much as you can, and then just keep working. Like take your time. Don't worry about the boss too much, and just keep avoiding those bits from the small spider, or you go kill the small spider if you can. Because I don't know how strong that spider is. I've never focused that spider. But anyways, the and you can just go do the totems again. Like take your time and work around, stay alive. Don't worry about the kind of like what you see when we are doing like dungeons and stuff. That we are in a pinch. We kind of like take our time and build up resources and like wait for the ulti and just focus on staying alive. You know, like not everything is just like kill right away. Um, so for example, do that on a couple of stages. Like if you're not able to kill her on like one or normal, again just don't worry about her. Like she doesn't have like a one shot mechanic. Just avoid her AoEs. Do the same. Like keep her on the edge of your screen if you can. Just go around and keep doing that until you get the totems ready for another stun, and then just keep working on her. And when you use the totems, all the enemies in the arena will be a stun. So you can either like if you need to get like control the ads, get rid of the ads, you can focus on the ads, and then for the next one, like just focus on the boss and stuff like that. You know, like just take your time. Same for the crystals. Like once you're down there, and if you don't finish the guy, you can just go back up and then keep working on the crystals and do another round and stuff like that. Like it doesn't have to be like just. I guess what I'm just trying to say is, don't rush stuff. You know, like it's But I'm like I said, it's just practice. Like the first time that I did that, it took me like, cause like I never tried on normal because they said that it was gonna be like so different on vet that it like there was no reason or point for me to do it on normal. So I just ended up trying vet, and I was like 500 CP I think, or 600 or something like that. And it took me a weekend to get it done. Like I started on a Friday, and then I think I finished on Sunday or late on Saturday. And then I tried again, and it took me also another because I was trying to get the Inferno, and it took me and it was with the double drop event on Grothgar. They don't do that anymore, but so yeah, it's just like repetition, I guess. But yeah, just keep trying, I guess. That's the best. Yeah, like I said, that's fine. I don't mind. Up to you. Oh, you're welcome. I hope it helps. Alright, that's the best thing you can do. Just keep trying. You too, thank you. Bye.